picturesque Provo, Utah, LaVell Edwards Stadium. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the BYU Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaVell Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bachmeier. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Inside, it's Martin. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll move the wide receiver. They feed him again. There's a crease. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cougar! Once he got some room, it was over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Taylor wants to throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. BYU right back to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now give it to Fluff. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Up-tempo for the offense. Taylor wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Mississippi State looking for the 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires quickly. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. There's some room. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, and a nice effort by the running back. Way to get some positive yards. Nice play call. Still short, though, right? Now it's 4th and short. Decision time. It's not a decision. You're going for it. But what play do you want to run to go for it?
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by these guys.
Breaks into the open. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Cougars in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot.
Just steamrolling the defense. away here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Here's a give to Bothwell. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Fluff. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Taylor wants to throw it right down the middle. It's complete. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Quarterback Keith knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab in the end zone.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Coming out with it, it's Bachmeier. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half.
Booster, booster!
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Here's the pressure. Wide open downfield.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mark. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man, it's Casper. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They're looking to throw on second and short. He's going to fire deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Taylor wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Evans. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Offense staying on the field there in hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Off Bothwell again. Crosses to 40. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on fourth down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
They'll give it to Fluff. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the second level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. You know they're going to keep giving him the football here in the drive. Up front, this defense has got to get a lot more physical.
pick up a 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Now he's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Cotton. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And they swarm him under. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Under fire. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the first down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the first down.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Running inside. It's Martin. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll go right back to the run. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They're probably a little rattled after that last pick 6, and who could blame them? But now deep breath, settle in, get a drive started in a tie game. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They give it to him again. Fights off a defender. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Cougars are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. He's got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down in their own territory. Big gamble here, and they're not even going to huddle. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to buy time. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Back to pass. Fired in there, but incomplete.
That is one when they watch film next week that receiver is going to wish he had back. That quarterback had all day to throw the football. That was basically 7-on-7. There was no one near the QB. Receiver's got to make the catch.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Caught! Touchdown, Mississippi State! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference, and that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. He's still